So ethnology and ethnography are two terms which are very confusing for the students, right? Most of you do not understand the meaning of these terms, and if at all you know the meaning, you do not know how to write an answer on these terms, right? So let me first elaborate what these two terms are, and after that we will discuss how we can write a wonderful answer, right? And how you can maximize your score through such kind of questions, right? So first, let us see the etymological meaning. Ethnos, that means people, right? And logos means systematic study or science, right? On the other hand, ethnography, here again people, and graphos. Graphos means description, scientific description, right? So it is the scientific study of people, right? Systematic or scientific study of the people. Whereas on the other hand, ethnography is the holistic description of the people. Here, this word people means a particular culture, right? People means culture. So ethnology scientifically studies, right? It is scientific study, right? On the other hand, ethnography is the descriptive study. It is the detailed description. Right? How ethnographies are written? Famous ethnographers like Malinowski, they did field work. So ethnographies, or you can say description of a particular culture, is based on field work, right? Field work is the main method here, right? And during the field operations, an ethnographer or an anthropologist, basically what anthropologists do, they use interview method or interview technique. They use participant observation as a technique, right? They can use surveys, questionnaires, etc., all these methods, and on the basis of the data collected, they describe the entire culture. That is what ethnography is. The aim of ethnography is detailed description, systematic description of a culture, right? This, on the other hand, ethnology, right? Ethnologists basically compare various ethnographies. Say there is ethnography 1, right, of a particular culture 1. There is ethnography 2 of a particular culture, that is C2, right? There is a ethnography 3 of a particular culture, C3, right? So what ethnologists do? Ethnologists will compare these three ethnographies in order to give a theory, a hypothesis, right? So we can say simply, ethnology is a comparative study of the cultures. Ethnology is a comparative study of cultures, or you can say nations, isn't it? Right. How they can give theory? Say, for example, in culture 1, ethnographer have found that there is monogamy. In culture 2 also they found another ethnographer found monogamy. Here also monogamy was found. So ethnologists can say that monogamy is universal. So it becomes a theory, a hypothesis, right? Okay. Now this is, you can say, a general detail of about these things. Now knowing is one thing, but writing an answer is entirely different thing, right? How will you write an answer on this? That is important, right? So let us see how you can write. I will give you a comparative account, or you can say differences of the two, ethnology and ethnography. You will start with the, right? You will start with the introduction. Before that, right, you will say that ethnography and ethnology, these are the two methodologies, right? Two ways, right? Or two branches of anthropology that tries to understand people, that tries to understand cultures, that tries to understand nations, right? So first, after that, you will write the differences, you will write the meaning, right? And in meaning, you will break up these words, ethnos and logos, right? Here, ethnos and graphos, right? That will be your first heading, right? Second, you will talk about some definition by the scholars, right? J.C. Pritchard, J.C. Pritchard wrote a book, The Natural History of Men. Natural History of Men, and in this book, The Natural History of Men, J.C. Pritchard says that ethnology is the comparative study of history of nations. It is the comparative study of the history of nations. On the other hand, ethnography is the descriptive study of a particular culture. It is the descriptive study of a particular culture. You can say a single culture. Right? Here it is comparative. That means comparative study cannot be of just one culture. It is of different cultures, or you can say different nations. Right? Similarly, A.H. Kane wrote a book, Ethnography, and in that book also A.H. Kane differentiated between ethnology and ethnography. A.H. Kane said ethnology studies human groups comparatively. Ethnology studies human groups comparatively. Right? A.H. Kane says ethnology studies human groups comparatively with the objective of tracing their origin, early history and migrations. Origin, early migrations, early history, origin, early history and migrations, right? That a particular group came from which place, right? What was their original place and from where they came here, right? So that is the purpose in ethnology. On the other hand, according to A.H. Kane, ethnography take various group of people independent of all other, right? So various groups here are taken independent of one another, right? Or you can understand that here one particular group is considered, every detail is being studied, right? Now basically, what is the subject matter of study, or you can say what is the scope of both of these disciplines, right? So ethnology, what is the subject matter, or you can say scope of study? So the subject matter of ethnology is basically the comparison of various cultures, right? Subject matter here is description, detailed description of all elements of culture, right? What are the elements here? Detailed description of various aspects or various elements of culture, right? That include the type of race, language, right? Social practices, customs, religion, right? Material culture, right? You can say level of technology, food habits. Every aspect of the culture is described in detail under ethnography. The purpose of ethnographer is to describe the entire detail, whole of the culture, right? Holistic aspect, right? So entire whole is presented before you under ethnographies, right? Some famous ethnographers and some famous ethnologists, right? So famous scholars, so famous ethnologists, we can say, whosoever have given the theories in anthropology, they can be termed on a broader sense as ethnologists, right? But in early anthropologists, they are termed as ethnologists, like James Fraser, Tyler. James Fraser is the one who wrote The Golden Bough, right? E.B. Tyler, right? Morgan, right? These are basically ethnologists. Ethnographer, whosoever have written ethnographies, so you can say E.B. Tyler, not E.B. Tyler, we have E.B. Tyler did not do any field work, right? He just visited Mexico and Cuba ones. So here in this side we can have Malinowski, who studied the Trobriand society, right? Pritchard, Evans Pritchard, his student. Even Brown, Radcliffe Brown, right? Mayor Fortis, these are ethnographers who went to the field, stayed there for substantial period of time, right? Learned their language and tried to participate in their day-to-day life and learned from them, and then wrote about them, right? Through participant observation, they wrote ethnographies, right? Now, what is the main methodology adopted by the ethnographers and ethnologies? So, what is the methodology adopted? So, main method that is adopted by ethnologist is comparative method, right? That means comparison of one culture with the other culture. They use historical method, right? They used, mainly they rely on the ethnographies, so they may or may not indulge in the field work, right? So ethnologist may or may not do field work, right? Ethnographies are always written based on the personal experiences, right? Qualitative data collection, or you can say field work through participant observation, right? So ethnography is basically are based on field work. So it uses field work and participant observation, right? In-depth interviews, schedules, etc. So these are the main methods used in this, right? After that, what is the aim? What is the aim of ethnology? So aim of ethnology is to make theories, right? To develop theories, theory building, or generalization, right? You can say ethnology is nomothetic in approach, nomothetic in aim. You can say theory building, right? Here the main purpose is description, systematic description. It is not theory building here, right? Ethnologists can develop theories based on ethnographies, right? So it is description. So you can simply say that aim is description, right? Aim is, you can say, ideographic. Now, basically, what can be the significance of both of them? So, significance of ethnology. See, what we have discussed, that it systematically, scientifically study any culture, people, right? So, basically, it is the study of history of nations. So, we can trace history through this, right? We can understand the migration of people, from where they come, right? That we can understand. All these things can be understood, right? You can say migration routes and change aspect in the culture can also be understood. We can understand whether cultures they changed from the early times or not by using the historical method, right? Here the significance is scientific description, objective description, unbiased description. Right? Finally, you will say that ethnology and ethnography are two methods, two sub branches, you can say, two methodologies, two sub branches in anthropology that basically reinforce one another. Ethnographies make the foundation of ethnologies, right? So basically, this is how you can say both are, you can say, complementary to each other. Okay, so this is it. We will keep on meeting with new such terms. Thank you. All the best.